President confers Padma Awards upon ISRO scientist Nambi Narayanan and mountaineer Bachendri Pal among others. India to carry on its efforts to get Masood Azhar listed as global terrorist at United Nations Security Council. Election Commission determined to curb abuse of money power in forthcoming parliamentary polls. BJP and AGP to jointly conduct election campaign despite differences between them. And FIFA gives its green signal India to host Under-17 Women's Football World Cup in 2020. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Sukanya Bharadwaj and now the news in details. In national news first, President Ramnath Kovind today conferred Padma Awards upon ISRO scientist Nambi Narayanan, mountaineer Bachendri Pal and folk singer Tejan Bai among others at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Trade and industry tycoon Mahashay Dharampal Gulati of the MDH fame was awarded the Padma Bhushan, while cricketer Gautam Gambhir, footballer Sunil Chhetri were awarded the Padma Shri. This year, 112 personalities were selected for the Padma Awards, which was announced on the eve of Republic Day. The first set of Padma Awards was presented in March, in which President Kovind had presented 1 Padma Vibhushan, 8 Padma Bhushan and 46 Padma Shri awards. New Delhi will continue to make concerted efforts to ensure that JEM chief Masood Azhar gets listed under United Nations 1267 sanctions regime, with 14 of the 15 UN Security Council members supporting India to list him as a global terrorist. Ministry of External Affairs sources said India is working with members of United Nations Security Council for listing of Azhar. Sources said India is confident that eventually Masood Azhar will be listed as a global terrorist. New Delhi has already made it clear that terror is non-negotiable. The sources indicated that New Delhi is willing to give China more time to work out issues with Pakistan in listing of Masood Azhar. The Election Commission says it is determined to curb abuse of money power during elections. Chief Election Commissioner Sunit Arora has said in New Delhi that the Commission has issued detailed guidelines to monitor election expenditure incurred by candidates and political parties. He said conducting clean elections is now one of the biggest challenges given the prevalent abuse of money power. Earlier, the Commission held a multi-departmental committee meeting on election intelligence to discuss the issue. The Congress on late Friday night released its third list of 18 candidates for the Lok Sabha elections, fielding former Meghalaya Chief Minister Mukul Sangma from the Tura parliamentary constituency. Among the third list of candidates declared by the party after a meeting of the party's Central Election Committee are 5 from Assam, 2 from Meghalaya, 1 from Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim and Nagaland each, besides 8 from Telangana. The dialogue between BJP and its ally IPFT failed last night, with both parties rigid on their respective stance on seat adjustment in the upcoming parliamentary elections, according to sources. While IPFT is insisting to contest the East Tripura Lok Sabha seat, the BJP is determined to field candidates in both the parliamentary constituencies in the state, leading to a stalemate. Deputy Chief Minister Jishnu Dev Verma, who was entrusted to convince IPFT leaders on the seat-sharing deal, had a meeting with top IPFT leaders in his official residence on Thursday night. But the meeting remained inconclusive, with both parties stuck on their old demands. In news from Tripura, the BJP has launched its campaign for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb addressed a rally at Amarpur in Gomati district on Friday. The rally was organized to mark the BJP IPFT government's 1 year in office at Chandibari School Ground. It virtually turned out into an election rally. In his speech, the Chief Minister said his party will fulfill all the promises given in the party's election manifesto unveiled before 2018 assembly elections. In the first year, the state government has earned considerable success in some areas and much is left to be done for the welfare of the state, he added. Senior BJP leader and Union Minister of State for Railways Rajan Gohai has announced not to contest this Lok Sabha polls. Talking to news persons in New Delhi today, Gohai said he will not contest polls till the molestation charge levelled against him is cleared. Gohai, who represents the Nagaon Lok Sabha seat in Assam, said he will campaign for the party. Meanwhile, senior BJP leader and Tezpur Lok Sabha MP in Assam, Ram Prasad Sharma, has resigned from the primary membership of the party. In a Facebook post, Sharma wrote that he felt insulted when his name did not find a place in the shortlisted panel of candidates for the Lok Sabha polls. Sharma is also president of the Assam Gorkha Sammelan. The BJP is yet to declare the party's candidate from the Tezpur constituency. In Assam, the BJP and AGP have decided to jointly conduct an election campaign for what they call serving the people's interest. Addressing a jointly organized press meet in Guwahati today, BJP spokesman Jayanta Kumar Das said the campaign will be carried on jointly with the AGP, though the BJP has some differences with the regional party. AGP spokesman Manoj Sekia said the parties will soon brief the media on how will the campaign be conducted. In Assam, a section of grassroots workers of the Ahom Gana Parishad, unhappy with the party's alliance with the BJP, staged a demonstration in front of the AGP headquarters in Guwahati. Some other members of the party confronted them and a scuffle ensued. Finally, police had to intervene and the situation was brought under control. In Meghalaya, the National People's Party (NPP) has declared Agatha Sangma as its candidate from the Tura seat for the Lok Sabha polls. The party also announced the name of four-time MLA Thangmilin Kimchen from the Outer Manipur parliamentary seat as part of its first list of candidates. Elections are slated to be held in Meghalaya on April 11 under Phase 1. Meghalaya Chief Minister and NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma made the announcement after the party's Central Election Committee meeting. In Tripura, Central Armed Police Forces have started arriving in the state for the Lok Sabha polls. More Jawans are scheduled to arrive within the next few days. They will move across the state between April 11th and May 23rd. About 80 personnel came on Friday. The election department officials said in Agartala today that all of them have been dispatched to North, Unakoti and Dholai district for performing election-related duties. A few companies have remained in Agartala and surrounding areas. In sports news, India will host the Under-17 Women's Football World Cup 2020. This was announced by the President of the International Football Federation, FIFA, Gianni Infantino, after the council met in Miami, USA on Friday night. Infantino said FIFA is delighted to announce that India has been confirmed as the host of the Women's World Cup. This will be the second FIFA tournament India will be hosting after the Under-17 Men's World Cup in 2017. In Tripura, the Agartala-based Assistant High Commission of Bangladesh is organizing a two-day program on the compound of the High Commission on March 17th, the day Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was born. In the opening program on 17 March, a discussion will be held on the Bangabandhu's life, ideals, politics and contributions. On 18th morning, an art competition will be held. This was announced by the Assistant High Commissioner Kirit Chakma in an interaction with the media.
একটা অংশ থাকে যেটা হলো শিশুদের চিত্রাঙ্কন প্রতিযোগিতা এই জায়গাটাতে এটা বেশ আগ্রহ থাকে শিশুদের কারণ আপনারা জানি যে
In Meghalaya, a one-day seminar on empowering women through entrepreneurship was held on Friday at the North-Eastern Council, Shillong. The program, organized by the National Commission for Women in association with the Meghalaya State Commission for Women, was attended by the chairpersons and members of the National Commission for Women and members of the different state commissions of the Northeast, as well as girl students from different colleges of the state capital. In some photographs of 18 Gallantry Award winners from the state who had laid their lives serving the nation were unveiled at Guwahati railway station today. Adrim Lumding Division, Sunathanji, along with Martyr Captain Jintu Gogoi's father T. Gogoi, unveiled the photographs. And now for the weather report.
Satellite imagery over the northeast shows that rain or thundershower is likely to occur at many places of the region during the next 24 hours. The temperatures recorded today at some of the state capitals of the region are as follows. Guwahati recorded a maximum of 35.9 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 20.6 degrees Celsius. Itanagar 31.6 and 19.4. Kohima 21.3 and 11.3. Imphal 29.5 and 13.1. Aizawl 29.5 and 16.4. Agartala 35 and 15, Shillong 25 and 13, and Gangtok recorded a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius, a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius.
Before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the headlines. President confers Padma Awards upon ISRO scientist Nambi Narayanan and mountaineer Bachendri Pal, among others. India to carry on its efforts to get Masood Azhar listed as a global terrorist at United Nations Security Council. Election Commission determined to curb abuse of money power in forthcoming parliamentary polls. BJP and AGP to jointly conduct election campaign despite differences between them. And FIFA gives its green signal, India to host Under-17 Women's Football World Cup in 2020. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in.